Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. There on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming out of the last game to play on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is Jonathan Taylor.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On play action, they'll throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. Twisting away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On the draw is Taylor. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I
like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. And to give this time to the tailback. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Niners 14. Colts nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 2nd down now, Hewitt. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Colts nothing. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Hewitt, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see? Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment. No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the counter, it's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 17 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now here's a throw that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They run with Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And this is 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down now, Hewitt. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball.
This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stage. 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It'll be a gain of 24 on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Trucks over him. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards that time.
First down, Indianapolis.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 49ers' 31-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the final clocking there, according to Next Gen Stats, that sack occurred in 2.2 seconds. So the pass rush overwhelming that time. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hewitt, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Giving 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
Another carry.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hewitt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Hewitt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And That's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Colts.
He'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Back now here in Santa Clara. The Colts on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hewitt, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Indianapolis.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 40. 12. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 22. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now a toss coming right side. Taylor, and he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Hewitt, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down and 2.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Pulled in at the 24. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. That's caught at the 1. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Throwing is Hurts. And he's brought down. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but you identify the open target and put it right on him.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Hewitt, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, Hewitt. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you?